I'm the CEO. It's Mega Chop, you already know.
Hey y'all, I am so excited to bring you guys this video today. I have something very special in store compared to what I've done in the past. I'm going to talk through, break down all this gameplay, but then I actually have some tips right in between two full games. So I'm going to break down the gameplay, and then I am going to give you some tips on playing the new Shiggy, how you can be absolutely dominant with him on the playing field. This is a character that you can do very well in ranked. Even if your team struggles to pull out those high placements, you can get a lot of KOs on this character. So pay close attention to what I do as I go through this game, because this is a 7 KO game, I believe, like 4 to 5k damage, something like that, which would pair out very well in ranked. The crazy thing too is you're going to see me chase this Ida, which I don't fully get him, but the ability at which I am able to somewhat keep up with an Ida on this new Shiggy is absolutely wild. I'm curious if they let his movement continue in this way, because he's not a speed character. How in the world am I able to stay on the heels of this Ida as long as I do? And part of it may be that the Ida misstepped, because right here, it could have been easy for me to lose him, but I catch him just past the box. I don't hit him here with anything, but just keep watching, because this man is running for his life from Shigaraki. This is a time like we have never seen in this game before. And in the past, a Shiggy like this, nah, he would have been done over halfway through this chase. But look at this, peekaboo! I just found Ida again, and I have also learned a tidbit. If you save rainbow cards, right now I've burned through both my gammas. You can use a rainbow card here and it will fully refresh your gammas. It's like the Ida beta trick all over again. I know that's controversial, but I'm just telling you exactly how the game works. But I didn't get the Ida, but look at this. Here I found a Mount Lady and somebody else. I hit somebody else on the side for some damage, but these alphas are absolutely wild. And then I just dominate her with a couple betas sitting there smashing damage all over her. And then her team comes in to save her, and the Shoto gave me a bit of a hard time. I wasn't ready for that ice to come blasting through, but look at this beta breaking all of Dabi's traps. If I didn't have that, I go down right there. I almost go down here, but I neutral recover. I don't press any buttons. I make sure that I can jump up with as much immunity as possible, gamma up, and I'm able to casually walk around here as I'm re-shielding. And I'm like, you know what? I earned that loot. Give me some of that loot. So I come back for it. Maybe not the greatest choice, but the Shoto does not chase me here. I make it away. I'm able to recover my health in this spot. But I've got to keep a close eye, because I believe there was another team kind of lurking around here. But this Dabi definitely gave me a hard time as I was trying to battle this team, mostly solo. I don't know where my teammates were, but to be fair, I had just ran almost completely across the map to find the Ida. So that's definitely on me. Here, I should have meleeed. That would have been the best choice against Dabi right there when I was so close. This is also before I learned the gamma beta combo, which I would have used right there, and Dabi may have gone down, to be honest with you. So that you will see in the entire next game. I use the gamma beta combo, which is so powerful on Shiggy in this season right now. And I give you how to execute it in my tips right in between these two games. So make sure you stay tuned. Don't miss those clips and the wild gameplay that ensues. They easily get the down on Shoto right there. Dabi comes in, does an amazing job dropping the gamma to help prevent the finish, but there's just no shot. The gamma's not going to last long enough. We get the down on Dabi. I go hard for the thirst, trying to make sure he doesn't revive. I didn't play this the best here because, again, I almost go down, but neutral recovery. please do not forget your neutral recovery. If I don't neutral recover in both of these situations, I'm already downed, if not completely eliminated. But because I neutral recovered in both of those examples, I am still going and causing this team so much pain and agony at this point. Now I'm like, okay, where did Dobby go? Is he in the building? Is he aside of the building? I'm not really sure, but I'm still wanting to finish him because he's been such a pain. I know that this will be the Dobby that finishes me at the end if I don't somehow get him while we have the opportunity. I know you all feel that. Now, this is the clip that I showed you right as I opened up the video. When people stack against the new Shigaraki, that is an absolute no-no. Complete nightmare. Look at all of this damage. I rack up almost 1,000 damage right there. I think it was right around 900 damage in just those few seconds because the teams just sat there. And they laid down, and there I got a ton more damage. It was unbelievable. So that plus chaos couldn't come at a better time. It allows me to finish the Toga. Here I think that I might be dead if Uraka kept me floated much longer. Yeah, I'm done. But look at this. I get these guys pinned in the courtyard. I know this is the only exit for someone to come out during the storm, so I just capitalize and absolutely nuke them as they come out. Now, there was a weird bug here. It wouldn't let me recover. Super strange, but this is a great example of how great this Shiggy counters twice, because his clone that he pops out with his beta ability has to touch ground. It touches ground pretty quick. If you alpha at them, if you beta at them, they're one shot. They go down super quick. So here I am. I'm still solo. I would have loved to bring my teammates back up, but I have 1 out of 3 for a revive card, and I just can't do it. So I kept this in here, even though it's me doing some healing, because this was unbelievable. Look at what is going on around me. You're about to see a cement toss build up, and I'm like, game over. He is so gonna nuke me with builds. He could have drilled me, kept me in storm, and my game would have been over right here. But luckily, somehow he doesn't even see me. So I'm like, okay, now we're gonna cause some chaos. I knew Kendo was down over there, so I start lighting her up. There are people absolutely everywhere right now. I know cement toss will be a pain. I was trying to drop that on top of the pillar. He wasn't up there, so it wound up being okay. Don't forget, when you are fighting cement toss, you can use your special action ability, which is a single shot insta nuke of a pillar. So if he's pillared up, hit that bottom pillar, drop him straight down to the ground. He might build up again, but you're gonna cause him to use more of his quirk that way. So it's a win-win. Here I know I've got to get out and away. There's people shooting from every angle, and I need to heal. I know the Ito is chasing me, so I'm like, okay, I should jump down. I'm going to heal in the corner right here. This, unfortunately, did not go the way that I hoped. I would have flown away from the Dobby, but if he alpha'd once, I would have had no shot to get away at that point. I knew I had to be aggressive and push him to get space. Now, when I knocked him down the first time, I really should have flown away. I shouldn't have stuck in there to keep fighting. That's one of the things that I'm working on. Hey, I bet you there's some of you out there with me trying to do better at that. But look at this absolute wild game that I had. The amount of damage that I do, you'll see in a second here. I checked the leaderboard because I was like, man, were there aces in here? These people were crazy. But here you go, 5,600 damage, 7 KOs. Watch these crazy Shiggy combos. We got Gamma into Beta, followed by all 5 Alphas, and that brings a full health, full shield opponent to roughly half life. Then on a downed opponent, you Beta twice, Alpha once. This will thirst your opponent. These are all level 1 quirks. Now level 4 quirks, we Gamma into Beta, followed by 5 Alphas, and that will down a full health, full shield opponent. While they're downed, 2 betas and an alpha again, probably not even full there. Here we got level 9, Gamma, Beta, and 3 alphas, and they're downed. And then for a downed opponent, you can do 1 beta and 2 alphas, and that will thirst your downed opponent. That is crucial when you are in ranked. You need to know how to finish your kills, and the amount of recharge that Shiggy has on all of his abilities is so fast. Do not hesitate to use them to get those downed finishes so that you get your KOs, which is going to help your ranking. And hopefully if your teammates hit them in the meantime, they went down even faster, and then your teammates also get credit for their assists. So this Endeavor was giving me a bit of a hard time, but he made a mistake. Look at this Gamma straight up to him. This is another key with Shiggy's mobility. It's absolutely unreal. I make it a nightmare for this Endeavor. There I go with the double beta. I hit an alpha or 2, and he's out of there. But then we got a couple more people coming in. Thankfully, my teammate did the team heal, which was clutch. Now, this Momo, I wish I could have got away a little bit quicker. You can actually dominate Momos very well with the new Shiggy, as long as you keep your space. If you stay out of her alpha range, no big deal, because both your alpha and your beta will break and destroy her cannons. So very little of her abilities make a difference to you. Her shield matters, but you're going to see later in this game that I actually Gamma straight into the back of Momo, and that breaks her shield and knocks her, doesn't knock her down, so I'm able to keep doing damage. Here we've got the Ida, and I want to say there's a Mount Lady around here that I turn around. Yep, she's coming in at me, so I start pushing this Mount Lady. This is the amazing thing with this new Shiggy, is the amount of offensive pressure that you can push people with, even at early levels, is very hard to deal with. So I get Mount Lady down. I see Ida going in there. I know he's trying to pick her up, so I Gamma in because it's got a quick stun to it. And then I throw my betas in there. Your betas also stun, if you don't know that. So if you use these abilities right, you actually have a lot of quick stuns that allow you to pump more damage. And if you play it very well, your team can just unload on the opponents. Right here, the Gamma straight into the back of Momo, breaks her out of shield. I'm able to just start laying into her on damage. Now you're gonna see this cat and mouse chase is absolutely unbelievable. I was out of my Gammas. I really wanted to catch up to Momo, and I'm like, what are you doing? But I beta her from behind, which breaks her out of her shield. Then this darn Ida comes out of nowhere. What is with these Idas? Yo, I'm a former Ida main, but these Idas drive me crazy, y'all. So we end up getting the Momo, finishing the Momo. There was the Denki that I was lighting up. There's Twice, who just pops in here, but again, he dropped the clone and insta-nuked by my alpha. It's crazy. So here I'm like, okay, my team needs a quick team heal, but there's so much going on here. I don't know if that, oh, that must have been a Toga that downed Ida right there. So I beta around in a big area trying to distract the enemy from finishing our teammate and to create a space where Twice can't get in and make a clone. If he tries to eat that damage, he's going to go down so quick. So you can play very offensive and very defensive with this Shiggy if you're playing smart. Look at that. Picked up that Gamma card, which completely refreshed my Gamma. Here, I was waiting for the Twice to do this, where he jumps off and then Gamma's back up on top. And I didn't think he was going to do it, but then he did it delayed. And I was like, oh, you dirty dog. So here, I chase him. I completely lose track of him. And then I find him here and I mess up my Gamma, and I'm like, now I gotta go help my teammate because Ida went down again. I feel bad for this Ida. He was struggling this match, went down quite a bit. Unfortunate for him, but he stuck in it. He stuck with us. And here's where you see I get to do a lot of damage because there's a bunch of people fighting in this spot. Keep in mind, as you're trying to build up your rank, damage, you cap out once you hit 3,000 damage. It's very easy to hit 3,000 damage plus in a game with this Shiggy, and KOs are huge. I'm already at 5 KOs this game at this point, and here there's so much going on. I really shouldn't have pushed into the middle of that fight. I should have stayed towards the outskirts where I could have got out much easier than I did, but I was very fortunate for my teammates who were throwing team heals here, which was crazy. I got a little reprieve because Endeavor threw some cover here. These are random teammates, and I have to say this Endeavor was really a very solid random teammate. Like the team plays that we did covering each other and helping each other out. He covered for me to help revive the Ida. Like these are good points to keep in mind, because even if you're solo queuing, the more your team does, the better you do overall. So don't forget, don't sleep on your teammates. Make sure that you're doing your best to, you know, help each other out as best you can without putting yourself in a bad spot too. That's one of my big flaws, is trying to save at the sacrifice of my health bar, which usually doesn't wind up very well. So take that from me. Don't nuke yourself. Don't get yourself nuked just to try and save a teammate that may not make sense in that moment, that you could possibly revive. So here again, Ida goes down. Endeavor does a great job trying to shield. Momo's going to town. The quickest thing that I can do to get Momo to stop hitting Endeavor is just melee there. So easy done. I know that I can hit her from behind, so I'm trying to hit her with the alphas. I felt like she completely disappeared there. I'm like, where are you? In here? Are you out there? Where are you? She didn't seem like she wanted to stay by me. I wasn't wanting to stay aggressive at that point because I needed to heal back up so that I could keep rolling. There, I go for the Gamma Beta, but I miss. Here's a great example of just keeping her at bay. I keep using my Alpha to prevent her from being able to get in close. And every time I'm using my Alpha, it's breaking her cannons as she's trying to get off some big damage. So I'm preventing her ability to just absolutely lay into me. I feel really good here that we got the Momo out. I'm like, okay, the rest of this game isn't going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be way better without Momo cannons. You know what I'm saying? I know you people who have played My Hero Ultra Rumble are like, yeah, we don't want Momo's cannons in there any longer than they have to be. So right now I'm just trying to get off damage on everybody that I can, making sure nobody's sitting there healing. This unfortunately doesn't go well for me. The Gamma misses. If I hit the Gamma on Aizawa there and then I hit the Beta, he goes down and I take him out. But guess what? There was another Momo got rezzed. You're about to see the cannons. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, drop a like, a subscribe. I will continue bringing this content out to you, and I'll be making some smaller clips of the tips and tricks. That way you guys get some real quick hits out there. But look at that, 4K damage, 6 KOs, absolutely wild. Have a great day, y'all.